Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here. Today we will be taking a quick look at Conundrum. This is a problem-solving puzzle game that was developed by Airtight Games and published by Square Enix. Currently available on Steam. I do also believe it is available on PSN and Xbox Live. Again, it's a problem-solving puzzle game, and it is going to look very similar. It's going to feel a lot like Portal, and the reason it's going to feel and look a lot like Portal, well, probably more feel than look, but is because it was developed by Portal lead Kim Swift in conjunction with Airtight Games. So the former lead of Portal, Kim Swift, worked on developing this game. A little more cartoony, a little more geared towards a younger audience, but still an entertaining and enjoyable game. So why don't we go ahead and get things started. We're going to jump right into a new game here. It starts off with a little bit of a story. So here we go.
Once upon a time. That's how these things usually start, yes? A sister took pity on her brilliant, prolific, and incredible brother. She had somehow gotten it in her head that he might be lonely, or at least that's what she claims. And so, on a perfectly fine, productive Friday afternoon, the sister picked up her son from the Elwood Academy for Boys and dropped the aggravating child off on the brother's doorstep. Now the boy, had visited Quadrangle Manor on a few occasions. Each time was complete with a grand entrance from the brother, who was in fact a professor and inventor with a profound and soaring intellect. With each visit, the inventions he exhibited became more slick and cutting edge. The boy eagerly awaited the revealing of the professor's latest contrivance, but this, the most captivating of visits, started a bit differently.
So that is the story setup. Nothing too crazy and in-depth. We're getting dropped off.
Well, let's see here. If I configure the transdimensional velocity...
What is going on? Look around with the mouse.
0.887 microseconds past the... Oh! You're here?
Yes.
I have the most incredible invention to show you this.
Wonderful. Glad to hear it.
Unfortunately, I'm a bit indisposed at the moment. If you take your luggage into the foyer, I will join you as soon as I can.
Let's take our luggage into the foyer. So this game does have quite a sense of humor, if you haven't noticed already. It's meant to be quite lighthearted.
Confounded machine. What was that? Oh, good. That should be a safety release for the door up there somewhere.
There's a door here.
Now, where on earth did I put that? Wait a minute.
You get it?
Something isn't quite right here. Oh, no, 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 no!
What's the matter?
Ah!
Oh! What's wrong with him? Oh no, dimensions! Dimensions being altered. This is a large premise of the game, and I'll talk to it just in 1 second. Look at all these dimension altercations going on. Altercations, what? Alterations. Dimension alterations.
Wait, what just happened? I'm not entirely sure where I am right now. The security uplink on my watch still seems to work, so I can see you and... Hello? You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Jump around a bit if you can.
Absolutely.
It seems as if I can still tap into the intercom system. Well, I most certainly can do better than this. Testing, 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 testing!
There. Ha! Much better. Now, what in the world are you doing here? Were you supposed to be here today? No matter. Well, judging from the current underwhelming amount of light in this room, we're still on backup power.
What a bummer.
My head is killing me. It seems as though I now possess a rather large epidural hematoma. A bump on the head. Do me and yourself a favor and head to the front hall. There's a way to restart the power grid.
Yeah, I've been waiting to do this here. So this is the introduction to the game, and as you can see, it is
Last I remember,
very much
I was
so a
in the new
tutorial.
technology sector, and then I don't know.
Little lag spike there, which I'm sure you saw in my first kind of run through of the game. Taking a look at it. Without recording, those were still there, which baffles me
head over
because
to my office over
my
on the
computer
left,
should not be
you
lagging
should
with
be
this
able to
game.
Restart the Manor's power grid.
So my immediate assumption is that it's just not optimized or something, because I run much more graphic intensive games on incredibly high settings, and there are lags at specific points as well. Like, that's the point. Every time I run through that door, there's a momentary lag spike. Very odd. I'm gonna say it just comes down to optimization. Not quite
Throw
sure
that
though.
switch there. It should be the one.
No, here we go. There's a switch. Oh, there we go.
Well, that wasn't as effective as I'd hoped. You'll have to reactivate the generators in each sector in order to lift the current lockdown. Just take the glove in the box with you. I wish you could see my facial expression right now, as I am not pleased. What you are holding is an early prototype of the interdimensional shift device, or IDS device for short. It's one piece of my latest invention that should come in handy. Get it? You know, because it's a glove. If you can access the generator at the back of each wing, we might be able to lift the lockdown on the rest of the house. It seems as if the breaker did unlock the blue wing. Well, I suppose you should start there first.
So the game starts a bit slow in this tutorial. The large premise of this game
There's
and
something I must tell you.
problem
My
solving
latest invention has required me to make a few adjustments to the house.
is
since
dimensional
the last time
shifts.
you barged in. I mean, visited. Now, one of the topics that our family has been studying for several generations are rifts existing between various dimensions. I've been able to develop a power source that will channel enough energy into one of these dimensional rifts that it can be widened enough to travel through. The glove controls the power source, which allows you to travel to whichever dimension has rifts in the area. You won't have control over the ability to switch dimensions yet. Just be patient. This door is using one of my inventions, the repetitive, periodic, articulating Gruidae.
It's a bird.
Or a drinking bird. Except it's far more advanced.
That's awesome. We'll get into dimensional shifts very shortly.
Well, because your glove is an early prototype, it has a few limitations in terms of dimension accessibility and the distance it can be from a receptacle in order to function. This is such an early experiment with dimensional shifting, so I decided to have it triggered remotely with the drinking bird. Instead of operating a door, the bird will trigger a dimensional shift.
Here we go.
There's an IDS battery in the machine that will power the dimensions, which in this case is Fluffy Dimension.
Oh, Fluffy.
In addition to Fluffy being embarrassingly adorable, it's also rather useful because everything is 10 times lighter than normal.
So in Fluffy Dimension, I can lift up things that I would not be able to otherwise. And as such, this is the first dimensional shift that we're introduced to here in Quantum Conundrum.
Though that looks like a regular scale, it is in fact a portable kinetic mass-to-electricity converter. There's that lovely bird again. Sometimes I call him Desmond.
Get in there. Darn it.
Something to note. Since you're holding a version of the IDS device, you, in fact, are not the you in an alternate dimension. Let me try that again. You remain constant, so no matter the dimension, your mass, shape, speed, and trying personality remain the same.
He doesn't like us, by the way, if you can't tell. Well, I won't say he doesn't like us. He's just not a fan. That's all. He's a
You
scientist.
should throw that IDS battery into the receptacle mounted on the wall.
Right mouse
That
button to
receptacle
throw.
will distribute the power source around the room,
now I've got
allowing you
access
to
to it.
now use your IDS device to switch dimensions at your leisure.
So you can see now E is going to put me in the Fluffy Dimension in this room. Alright, so it's on a per room basis, at least in the early stage of the game. And with this, it allows me in Fluffy Dimension to do this. So you may have asked up until this point, Force, this doesn't seem much like Portal at all. It's obviously different, but the idea is that we're going through this problem solving bit room by room. So we've been introduced to the first dimension, which is the fluffy dimension. I now finally have access to it in a sense. Slowly unlocking these things here in the early stage.
Dimensional rifts in the manor are magnified by the stabilizing energy from the IDS receptacle and batteries. This is what enables you to slip between dimensions when you're wearing the IDS glove. Ah, that's DOLI, Dynamic Object Linear Ligation Interface.
Just
to
cute.
you, a cloning device. I like my house just so. So I decided to add functionality to her to keep everything consistent.
What?
I'll need to tune that later.
It's pretty funny. Alright, so now we have access to Fluffy in this room. And what's going to happen is, as you can see, there are multiple power-ups. So eventually, we've got access to the one on E, which is Fluffy. We'll have access to 4 dimensions. I do believe there are more than that, too, so I think it's going to be situational.
Ah, that's my favorite chair. Oh, and that one too. These are my own particular hybrid beams of carbon dioxide and neodymium dope yttrium aluminum garnet lasers using an alternating ray configuration. Gives them an extra kick.
Oh! Could have been awful. Let's throw this across. And continue along a merry way.
Unfortunately, the breaking of this glass is a necessary evil. Don't take that as permission to do it elsewhere.
Lol. And...
Ah, just letting you know that you reset the glass. Thank you.
There we go. Beautiful. Let's pick up any heavy object here in Fluffy Dimension.
Oh, that creature there is an interdimensional kinetic entity, or Ike.
Hi, Ike. Oh, didn't mean to throw it. Guess it still worked either way. Again, every time.
Stop for a minute and take a look at the painting. The machine I referred to as Dolly started out as a simple metal forge that had been in the family since medieval times. The original quadrangle suit of armor was actually constructed in this very forge.
Okay.
My great-grandfather modified the old forge so that if it had enough raw resources, it could craft steel objects autonomously. This predecessor to Dolly supplied all the materials needed to build the Underground Railroad.
What?
This machine single-handedly won the Civil War. This machine single-handed... I made my own modifications to my great-grandfather's designs. The current Dolly specifications do not require any raw materials. For example, Dolly converts energy from the radioactive science juice directly into matter.
That's awesome. Now, here we go. An air-raising scheme. What's gonna happen? Does anyone know? Let's try this first.
In case you're wondering, you turned on a fan. Please say that you don't need me to explain that to you.
Okay, here we go. Ready for this? Ready? Do it again. This is awesome. All right, got all 3 of them. There we go. He's just gonna keep throwing them at me, isn't he?
Ah, that's where that got to. That is a botched experiment of mine called the awkward noise generator. There's got to be more around here somewhere.
Alright, what do we got here? Let's try this. Yeah! Nah, it doesn't do anything for me. Alright.
Issue conveyor belts. So much easier than carrying things yourself.
Go, 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 go!
So I haven't discussed my location a whole lot, but it seems as if I'm in some sort of limbo. I think I may explore a bit and see what turns up.
A fluffy journey of discovery.
Has anyone ever told you your presence can be rather soul-crushing?
I know what to do. Bingo. Bingo bango. You ever heard that before? And this is just with one dimension discovered. I'm really interested to see the type of puzzles with keep messing this up, keep throwing it instead of just dropping it. I'm really interested to see how complex these puzzles can get with multiple dimensions in use. Let's see what's taking place here. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, that's entertainment right there. That doesn't take much, huh? Nope. Right, let's take a look at this next one. So we spin out multiple of those. Throw that right there. And try to get this one. There we go. There. Ah! Come on. No problem. Whoops. What's the point of all that? Did I open anything? To go up there now. Okay.
This room often gets rather sweltering in the summertime. Air circulation is very important.
Here we go. Up and away. I have to be honest, I'm enjoying this game thus far. This has been pretty fun. Even at its most basic level. Okay. Waited a little too long for that one. Just gotta put it right away. I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Oh, made it.
The physicality of that still completely baffles me.
No! Womp womp womp. Thing number 678 you will never experience. Failing your way into middle management. What? That's good. I told you guys, sense of humor in this game. Okay. That's a fail. Shucks. Ugh! God, why is this not... Why am I over jumping everything? Why is this happening this way? I know what to do. I know how to do it. Alright. And try this again. I know, you guys are probably super annoyed. I'm super annoyed. One may even say I'm more annoyed than you are. Oh, whew. If I didn't make it that time, that would have been a major problem.
Ah, yes. With these specifications, you should be able to recreate several objects in the research and development lab adjacent to my office.
Good. Fluffy Dimension is now available in the R&D lab. So is a random lag spike, yet again.
Ah, you've moved on to a part of the manor where another type of dimensional rift is accessible.
Here we go.
This is the Gravid Wolfram dimension, or Heavy for short. This dimension is in direct opposition to the Fluffy dimension and will make things 10 times heavier.
Things become 10 times heavier. So the implication there is what exactly? Ah, turn these soft boxes into incredibly heavy objects. Whoops. Give me a second, please. Turn back. Alright, I don't know,
Now just imagine how long it took me to lay all that out. Be careful.
Whoa! Alright, what the hell am I supposed to do with those safes?
I'd help you, but I've honestly forgotten which dolly is hooked up to which power converter.
Should be it this time. No! Darn it. Alright, let's see here. Those are... So, what am I trying to do exactly? I'm trying to get these in the right spot. Those two, that one is just not even on anything. I think I just need to get the 3 on that side. Should be a 2. Let's see if we can get that third one. Third one should be right here. Alright, let's see if this is it, guys. I think this might be it. I think I just needed to line up that wall. Go, bird. Go, bird. There you go. Excellent. That's the one.
He's a bit on the shy side. Give him some time to get used to you.
All right, so complete opposite dimension with this
Some
one.
dimensions are tightly bound together, like the one we're in right now, and also the fluffy and heavy dimensions.
Awaited decision. So, it gets into it a little bit slow, but it's still fun. Like, I've been enjoying this.
That red battery will provide enough energy to enable the IDS device to widen the heavy dimension rifts in this area.
So now I finally have access to 2 dimensions. It just seems like they could get me into this a little bit quicker. Like, by now, I don't have the clock in front of me, but I'm saying I'm guessing it's probably been 20 to 30 minutes somewhere in that vicinity. And I'm still only introduced to 2 dimensions here. Just now starting the second one. Spent a lot of time in the fluffy dimension. I just feel like, you know, they could have hastened that process a little bit.
It appears this dolly got stuck on an infinite loop. How unfortunate.
Heh. Spit that one out or what? Is that enough for you? Okay. Yeah, I just feel like, again, they could have done this just a little bit faster, you know? I think they could have gone through this whole process a little bit quicker. But that's just my opinion on the matter. It's still enjoyable, though. I've been enjoying what I'm playing so far, and I'll be interested to continue playing this and see all the other dimensions.
Filled with various random objects. No, not where you are. Here, in this confounded place.
Those lag spikes kill me.
Are those hard candies? They're a little fuzzy. Ugh.
It's not even like computer performance based. It's definitely an issue with the game itself. I can just tell. It's always at set points. It looks like it's always at checkpoints or something. I don't know. Very, very odd. I run much more graphically demanding games on high settings and have no issues with FPS, so this whole thing is kind of confusing me a little bit. But nevertheless, this was a quick look here, my friends, at Quantum Conundrum.
Nice job. No, not really.
Quick look at...
With the increased density and higher melting points of items in heavy dimension, quadrangle laser beams are rendered rather ineffectual.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I could see this being rather enjoyable if you like kind of puzzle-solving games. If you liked Portal, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't like this. Kind of why I made that direct comparison at the start. And, you know, there's obviously a lot more to be seen than what we have here. I only have access to 2 of the dimensions out of 4 at the very least, if not more. I thought I recall there being more than just 4 dimensions. I don't see it anywhere in the game description. It doesn't give the exact number. Nevertheless, still pretty entertaining. Again, developed by Airtight Games in conjunction with Portal lead Kim Swift and published by Square Enix. This is Quantum Conundrum, a quick look at the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the content, please, of course, do consider subscribing to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Take it easy, guys. And as always, keep watching and keep owning. Ooh, this is kind of cool. Let's cut those. Nice. Hey, look at that. That problem solving there. All right, now it's time for me to fail some jumps. Ready? Nope. 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 Hey, success!
I came across Ike some time ago, and he decided to follow me back to the manor.
Take it easy, guys. Keep watching and keep owning. Fluffy! Woo! Can I pick this up? Of course I can. It's Fluffy Dimension. Watch this. Ready? Heavy! Squish! Oh, that didn't kill me. Rubbish.